Hello and welcome to the show. We are going to focus on lessons from the blue zone because studies show 70 to 80% of all diseases are actually preventable with proper diet, exercise, and overall healthier lifestyle choices, which brings us to our guests today. Dr. Pamela Atkins spent more than 25 years practicing family medicine in the ER and in private practice, and her husband, Dr. Floyd Atkins, is a retired podiatrist and the author of An Ounce of Prevention. Together, they run a holistic center in Houston and split their time between Texas and a blue zone region. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, indeed. So good to have you. So let's talk about blue zone life for you. You two are not originally from Costa Rica.
No.
So tell us what was
United States.
Yes, indeed. What was going on in your lives that made you decide to at least get some property, get some space where you can split the time between Texas and Costa Rica?
Yeah, I'm a family practice doc, MD, and I practice with a holistic approach. I've evolved into that practice for since 2003. But we just wanted to live healthier. We wanted to reduce stress. We wanted to be in an environment, eat healthy, to exercise more. And so that we explored Costa Rica. We visited there, and every time we visited, we wanted to stay longer. So how can we stay longer? How can we, spend more time? So every time we stayed a little bit longer till we figured it out how we could, spend
But when
more
you
time.
say wanted to, eat better, get and more exercise, what was it about doing it in Costa Rica that made you go, yeah, okay, this feels different?
Well, yes, I think Costa Rica, you hear a lot about it being a lush green environment, a clean, healthy environment. When you look at countries in Central America and in this part of the hemisphere, it was probably one of the best countries as far as the environment, as far as the water, as far as the food, as far as the I guess the attitude of the people, and all those things are important in I guess managing your health from a mind, body, spirit standpoint. So that was our big thing. We'd been many years telling people how they need to relax, they need to distress.
Right.
If your job is getting you down, you need to find another job, or those kind of things. And we realized one day, we need to do that too.
Yeah, exactly. We all need to do that, right? And most of us are not in a blue zone, right?
No.
And it seems to be the common denominator with blue zones is the fact that they're near water. But what else is happening in these blue zones, and where are they? What's going on there, and where are they?
Okay. Yeah, well, the blue zone was a concept that was identified by or coined by Dan Brutner, who wrote a book about the blue zone. But he identified 5 areas of the world where people were living longer, and so he wanted to find out what elements are that are there that are that are a same thread that
what's the common denominator? And when we look here, we always
these areas,
between California,
and so
Italy, Costa Rica, Greece, Japan. Water.
Right, and so what he found is there is diet. The diet, when he examined the diet, he said it's more of a plant-based diet. At least 90, and for those to 100%, like Loma Linda, the Adventists are plant-based, but at least 90% plant-based, where people are eating more vegetables and fruits, and many from the garden without pesticides or local community gardens, and or gardening themselves, and less processed food and more vibrant food, cruciferous vegetables and fruits.
I know you two
and beans and lentils.
Absolutely.
A lot of beans and lentils instead of animal products.
You two started adopting this kind of a diet in the 90s, right? Before you had the space in Costa Rica, right?
Yes, when our kids were growing up, we decided we want to make some lifestyle changes because we want to do things that are healthy for them. I mean, even our youngest 2 kids, when they were young in elementary school, we didn't introduce them to fast foods like the McDonald's or the burgers and things like that. We wanted them to, if we'd make burgers at home, we'd do things that and kind of incorporate them, get an idea of doing those things.
Gotcha.
So that was a thing we incorporated, and it's been going on ever since then.
It's been a process. It's a process, and I tell everybody, it's a process you do. You can't just turn the lights off and change overnight. But you eliminate things, incorporate things. So it's been a process for our family.
And I know you wrote a book about this. Can we talk about, give me a couple of the lessons that you share in your book with an ounce of prevention about what has to change,
Yes.
right? I mean, because it's not all overnight, but what are the absolute musts?
Yes. Well, the absolute must is diet. Well, the book is called An Ounce of Prevention, 5 Powerful Pearls That Will Preserve Your Life. So I wanted to give people a primer or a guide to go by to say, before I go to a doctor, what do I do to change my life? What can I do? So number 1 is diet. You really have to remove the processed foods from your diet. You have to be more intentional about what you eat. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you just don't go eat anything. You want to know what you're going to eat and prepare for the whole day. So that's number 1. And then number 2 was stress reduction, stress management. So whatever is going on in your life that generates anxiety or maybe wake up feeling a little bit depressed, you want to address those things.
Right.
And then you want to do that through movement, through getting out, doing something to be more active,
Right.
And those kind of things.
I want to get you through one more, number 3, before we take a break and go to the commercial. What's the third one?
Number 3 again is recreating your home environment. A lot of people live in an environment where your home space is a toxic environment. So you want to, change your personal care items. You want to change the cleaning products you use, because we see that so many conditions are caused by those things.
That's absolutely correct. All right, listen, good start to a great conversation. I know you all have a lot more information to share. Up next, our dynamic doctor duo describes what else is going on in the blue zones that leads to longer, healthier lifestyles. Like I want to be 100, don't you? And did you know you can create a blue zone right in your own home, perhaps even in your backyard? Find out how after the break. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.